Hello family, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Zenaidah Mangena, and yes, we are here. We made it. I know it's been a minute, guys. 2019 went with me. I'm kidding. As the first video, I would like to share with you guys some of the things that are very close to my heart. So I decided I should come share this with you guys because it's very close to my heart, and I realized that I have something to share, I guess. So I've been wanting to share with you guys this for a very long time, but I was a little bit skeptical and I was scared. Not really scared, but I just wanted to protect the people that I love. And so I was trying to find a way, an angle that will allow me to bring you guys into my life, but also to protect those that are in my life. You know what I mean? So one of the good days in December, we were going shopping with my parents, and I shared a video on WhatsApp and I said adult shopping. We're going to buy some material for a certain project that I'm currently busy with, and someone picked it up in terms of what I'm doing, and they're like, oh wow, why don't you share? I'm like, yeah, I've been wanting to, but I guess I was just waiting for the right time, and I thought what better way to actually talk about this. So today I want us to talk about, I don't necessarily like calling it black tax. This is why I don't like it calling black tax, because most of you guys know, all of us know that nobody enjoys paying tax. Like, nobody enjoys paying tax. When SARS deducts that money from our salaries, it doesn't give us joy. We're like, but come on, SARS, like, come on, you know? So I wouldn't necessarily call helping my family black tax, because I enjoy it. I want to do it. It's a free will thing, and I love it. So I can't in any way, shape, or form call it black tax. But for today, we'll just call it whatever it is. We'll just call it giving back. You know? Yes, that's the right word. Thank you, Jesus. Giving back. Oh God. Okay, where do I begin? I'm just going to share with you guys my thoughts, my experience, and how I do things, and it is up to you guys if you want to take my advices or not. I'm not a financial expert or anything like that, but I'm just going to share with you guys what works for me. So I've been working for almost a year now. I started working last year, 2019, on the 21st of January. Yes, give you guys a little bit of background in terms of my family, so that you can understand the gist of the story and where I come from. So my mom is a street vendor. I remember last year I shared a post about her. It was a very long post. You can find it on Facebook and even on my Instagram. My mom is a street vendor. She's been a street vendor for all her entire life, or all my entire life. Since I've known her, she's been a street vendor, and it's quite rough. It's really rough. And some days she goes and she doesn't come back with anything. She doesn't sell anything, or she sells 5 rand, and that will be the money for, I don't know, buying seshabo or something like that. And my dad is what's the right word? Construction. Construction. Yes, my dad is a construction worker, and sometimes he works, sometimes he doesn't work. It's a part-time thingy, so whenever there's a job, they call him to come and do all of that. So you get the gist of the kind of family that I'm coming from. And I am a firstborn in my family. From my mom's side, I'm a firstborn, and I have 2 siblings. So it's pretty much hard. It's very rough, but we make it work. My mom is a very resourceful woman, and I remember last year I asked my mom, well, it was raining and my mom was sick and she was on the street selling, and I remember I was just so heartbroken, and I told her to leave the job because it was just so painful. I was like, no mom, it's okay. I think at this point I've seen you suffer and I can't take it anymore. Now I'm working. I think it's time that you take a break from what you're doing and stay at home. I'll take care of you. And to cut the story short, mom was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to burden you with my issues and stuff like that. Not really issues, but I don't want to burden you. You know, we have a whole family to take care of, and I made an agreement with God that I will take care of my family. And so should you. You should make an agreement with God in terms of what it is that you want to do with regards to this family. So you get the story, right? And so I'm just going to share with you guys the 6 things that I developed in terms of really going up on my finances and helping my family and making sure that I am financially stable and I live within my means. You know what I mean? So the first thing that I did before I even started working was, as soon as I got my contract and I signed it, I sat down with my family and I communicated with them. Really, I gave my dad my contract and he read it. So he pretty much knew what was in it. And yeah, so basically I I shared with my family my salary, and they know how much I earn. And from there, I knew for sure that my parents are not aware of the world that I live in terms of Cape Town and how expensive things are this side. So I had to educate them and let them in on my world to say, look, as much as the money is like this, but this is where the money goes. And honestly speaking, I didn't see anything wrong with that, because I know for sure that my parents love me and they want the best for me. They wouldn't hurt me. Them knowing my salary doesn't mean anything, because I know they want the best for me. We sat down with my family. I gave them a list of my expenses, and they understood where the money goes. And they still, like, I remember I had to find a balance between my savings and the helping them. And I remember my mom was like, you must prioritize on saving, because as much as we want you to help us, as much as you want to help us, at the end of the day, you must be comfortable. You have to save, you know. And I was so appreciative of them. I'm so appreciative of them that they do understand the importance of certain things in my life. Yeah, so we pretty much sat down and we sorry, excuse me, we agreed in terms of the amount that I would contribute. But the main thing really was making sure that every aspect of my life is handled well. But it was like, look, we don't want you to call us in one of the months and say, yo dad, I don't have money for rent, because you were out here helping us. You must first make sure that every part of your need is handled. And whatever remains, if there is anything that remains, then you can help us. So that was the first thing that I did, to open up to them and really communicate and let them in and understand what are things that I need to do, things that need to be handled. That was number 1. Number 2, we developed financial goals for them. So this is what I want to do for myself, Zenaidah. This is where I want to see myself financially, and this is what I want to do for my parents, you know. And with what I wanted to do with my parents, I went back to them and we sort of developed financial goals in terms of what it is that the money goes to. If I'm contributing a certain amount of money, what does this money do? Yeah, so that's what we did. We came up with a project, and that's what we do. We take in this project, and all that's all that we do. Whatever money that Zenaidah sends, this money, it's going towards this project, because for the past 100 years we've been able to buy groceries. We have never slept hungry. So it doesn't make sense for Zenaidah to contribute towards groceries, because we can handle that. Here is a project that needs to be handled, and what it is that we can do. Whatever that Zenaidah said, it goes towards this project. It's not for our comfortability. It's not for our paying for DSTV or, I don't know, going out. We know for sure that this money that Zenaidah sent goes towards this specific project, and that's it. So that was number 2. Number 1 was communication. Number 2 was developing, coming up with financial goals. Number 3 was about prioritizing, which goes back to the number 2 point that I just made. So what I did with this project is that it was the main priority. Whatever money I had, if I had an extra money in that month, let's say I had a lot of clients that I was working with, I made extra cash, it will go towards that project. It's like when you have a car and you're paying for your installment and you quickly want to finish paying off this thing. So what you do is you pay extra on top of the installment that you have. You pay more than the installment so that you can quickly finish paying for it. So same applies with this project that we're handling. It was, if we have extra money, to make sure that it's quick, we're done, we're gonna do anything in our power I would do anything in my power to be able to contribute a little bit extra if I can in that specific month. So that was number 3, prioritizing. Number 4 was that I didn't allow anyone to take advantage of me. And by anyone, I mean my external families. You know, we get so blackmailed about how they raised us and how we should give back to them. And really, for me, my number 1 priority is my immediate family. And when it comes to my external family, as much as I would try to say, okay, maybe I do have extra, but they're not my priority right now. And I would not let anyone take advantage of me or disrespect me because they think they raised me. You can call me disrespectful or whatsoever. If I know for sure that you never contributed anything in my life, then I don't see the need for me to give back to you. Like, you know, I don't see any need. And I've been called names. I've been called disrespectful. I've been called boastful. I've been called all sorts of names just because I didn't want to help a certain family. And I'm okay with that. I'm good. You can call me that. I'm good. As long as you're going to know that this is my finance, this is my life, this is my money, and I have the right to do whatever it is that I want to do. That's it, period. And the last thing really that helped me was that there wasn't an expectation from my parents that I should help them. I am the one that said, look, this is what I want to do for you guys. And yeah, even when it came to December, I remember, because I had just bought my car and I was talking to my parents because it's my first time working and it's my first time going back home, being a working class. So I didn't really know what it is that I'm supposed to do when I get home, outside of this specific project, you know. So I spoke to my dad. I spoke to my dad and I asked him what expectations they have of me. And my dad was like, look, we don't have any expectation. We just want to see you. We just want to spend time with you. And that's it. If you want to do something, that is totally up to you. But we're not expecting anything. We have lived. We have been able to survive the past Christmases without you working. There's nothing different this year. If you can change things and you can make things better and that's what you want to do, then go for it. But there isn't any expectation from us. And that really gave me so much joy because I knew that whatever it is that I'm going to bring on the table, they'll be so appreciative, you know? And that's exactly what it was. They were so appreciative. My siblings were super appreciative. My parents, everybody was just super appreciative of what I was like, okay, this is what I have to offer. And that's it. I think I'm going to do more of these videos, this kind of videos of just talking with you guys and really sharing my life with you, because this is what it is, just sharing my life with you guys. So yes, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. I only say thank you just right after talking. If you guys have any advice, please share on the comments down below in terms of how you are handling your finances, in terms of your family, in terms of giving back to your family, and what it means to you, what it means to your family. And let's engage, let's grow from each other, let's learn from each other. I would really very much appreciate hearing from you guys. And yeah, so thank you so much. It's good to be back, I must say. It really is good to be back and just sit in front of this camera. So I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. Hit on the notification button, hit on the subscribe button, and comment down below and give this video a massive thumbs up. Mwah.